Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, please continue watching. So we're going to start off by brushing our brows up and in place, making sure all the hairs are going in the same direction. Then we're going to start by outlining at the corner closest to the nose and continuing by filling in right at the middle and pretty much bringing it down towards the tail of the brow, just like so. When I get to this part, I kind of like using my brush and taking the very ends of it and pretty much go in a sweeping upward motion. I don't know why, I just feel like, me personally, I like how it looks, so yeah. So you want to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. You want to get your eyebrows as identical to one another as possible. So next you just want to brush everything out and pretty much start concealing and getting your face preps for your eyeshadow and foundation. So as you guys can see, I already started concealing everything and I'm already blending the concealer out. I am going to end up switching beauty blenders just because I realized I was using the wrong one and the bigger one was a little more efficient. So as you guys can see, I swapped to the bigger one and it immediately started blending out so much better than what the smaller one was doing previously. So to blend the top of my eye out and my eyelids, I do like to use the baby beauty blender that I have. So I did take a piece of tape and put it on each of the corners of my eyes. That way I could start working on my eyeshadow. So I started off by taking the color Zobo in my Juvia Place Masquerade palette and applying that right basically at the crease and extending it well over to the tape. And I'm pretty much going to do that on the same side. Then I ended up taking up Killawatt from that same palette and starting right at the tape and pretty much extending it over into the corner of my eye and putting it a little under that Zobo color. So I'm still using that Killawatt color to go over my eyes. I just wanted to make it a little darker. I didn't like how light it was coming out. So yeah, I'm just darkening both eyes up with that color. I did end up doing that with a blending brush, that way I could be blending as well. So then I took that Cairo color from that same palette and applied it right to the lightest part of the lid, right at that little crease point. And I'm just pretty much getting a pretty good amount of color and applying it generously, just like so. I wanted to use two colors, or at least make it seem like I used two colors, just to give it a little dimension. I wanted to kind of get fun and didn't want to use the same boring colors that I always use. Alright, so now you just want to pretty much blend everything out. I did end up adding more of that Cairo color just to give it a little extra pop from the blending. So now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty fly liner and I'm starting on my eyeliner. I am just gonna do a simple cat eye, you know, nothing too crazy. So I did get a little sloppy with this for the simple fact I knew I had that tape on, and the minute I did take the tape off, it was gonna be nice and cut. So now we're pretty much just gonna do the other side. You want to make it as identical as possible. It is gonna be very hard, but try your best. If you are a beginner, I do recommend using tape to start off with because it is so much easier. I have found that out over the last few days. So this is what it's gonna look like after you take the tape off of both sides. So next I just took that Cairo color and swept it along the waterline of both eyes, and then I'm just going to top it off with my NYX light brown eye pencil. So now we're going to take my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 440 and apply it to a foundation brush and kind of just apply it all over my face. I am going to go over it with a large beauty blender. That way there's no creasing, there's no lines, everything's nice and smooth. So I did go in with a damp beauty blender to smooth everything out. A damp beauty blender just makes everything look a little flawless. It literally makes everything almost melt into your skin. So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. concealer in the color Rich Ebony to start working on my contour. I'm just going to do the forehead, you know, the sides, under, on my jawline, on the nose, just, you know, the typical. Then I'm also going to start working on my highlight as well. Also, in blending out the contour, you want to make sure you blend everything out as good as possible since it is one of the darkest colors on your skin at this point. So, a few weeks ago, I remember being so scared to contour, but recently, after watching a few makeup videos, I was just like, you know what? I think I got the hang of it. You know what? Let's try it. Let's get it on camera. That way, if I fuck up, I fuck up. If I don't, guess what? People can learn with me, but Yeah, it's been a fun experience teaching myself to contour. And then for the nose, I am using the smallest baby beauty blender that I do have. Also, does anybody else make weird ass faces when they're applying makeup? And I can't lie, my hands are so ashy because I've literally been washing my hands like 1700 times a day because of this coronavirus shit. So, yeah, don't try to come at me with my ashy ass hands. So now we're just blending out that concealer that we used underneath the eye for highlight and everything else. So yeah, once you get to this step, just know you are more than halfway there. So now we're just gonna do a reverse highlight on both sides and then blend everything out. So pretty much to finish off this look, I'm going to add some of that Ruby Riches and Trophy Wife highlight to my cheekbones and pretty much blend it out. And then I'm just going to go over it with a beauty blender to kind of blend it into the contour. That way I know there's no type of distinction whatsoever. So I'm just going to take that Ruby Riches and Trophy Wife highlight and add it right to my nose as well. Oh hey, it's my ashy ass hands again. But we're gonna just take the Mademoiselle lipstick from Fenty Beauty in the color Griselda and just apply it to the lips, and then we're just gonna top it off with a lipstick. Not a lipstick, a lip gloss, and probably clean it up with some concealer and be done. So yeah, as you guys can see, I ended up just cleaning around my lips with the concealer so it can be pretty much nice and clean. So then we're going to take those same two highlighters again and apply it to my cupid's bow. Y'all, I'm like, yo, I love me a good highlighter, and these colors, I don't know, I love them with my skin tone. So next I'm just taking my J Nova Collection lip gloss in the color Moonlight, and I'm applying it right on top just so it can give it a nice little glossy shine. So this is the final look, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. But thanks for watching my video.